So you want to learn how to crochet. You're not quite sure how you're supposed to hold the yarn or how you're supposed to hold your hook as far as that goes. Can be quite confusing, and you see so many different ways of people holding their yarn and holding their hook on YouTube videos. You don't know what is the right way, how you should go about doing it yourself. So in this video, I am going to show you the different ways that you could hold your yarn and your crochet hook. Hi, I'm Darlene, and this is Heartfelt Crochets, and this is where I research, I study, I share, and I teach all things crochet. So at the end of this video, if you have found it to be helpful, then please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Okay, so this is the third time that I am attempting to do this tutorial because the last couple of times just sounded confusing to me, and I don't want this to be confusing to you. So in the previous video that I tried to film, I was trying to show you the many different ways that people hold their yarn and their hook. Well, I don't do it that way, so it's hard for me to demonstrate doing it that way. In this video, I am going to show you how I hold it, because I hold it two different ways depending on how my hands feel and what's most comfortable for me in the type of yarn that I am using. So I have created a slip knot, and I'm going to place my hook in that loop. Now I can hold my crochet hook either like a knife, like when you cut a steak, or like a pen or a pencil when you are about to write something. Okay, I use both ways depending on how my hands feel, but the way that I do it most of the time, because of these ergonomic handles, is hold it like a knife. That's what's most comfortable for me. And then when my hand hurts, I switch it to holding it like a pen and crochet that way for a little while, and then I go back to this way. How I hold my yarn is I drape the yarn over these three fingers and close my fingers so that it's giving kind of like a little tunnel for the yarn to pull through. I am not holding the yarn underneath my fingers tight. That would prevent this from moving. I'm just holding it, creating a little tunnel under those three fingers. Then the yarn is going between my middle finger and my index finger, my first finger, and it is wrapping around, and then I'm going to hold the yarn on the hook with my middle finger and my thumb. And that's how I hold my yarn. Sometimes I will wrap it around twice because it gives me better tension depending on the project that I'm working on. So now you're going to be making a chain to start your work. So we'll just chain a couple. Now I have 4 chains, and it is going to get more difficult as I go because this chain's getting longer and I'm going to be losing tension in my work. So I'm going to move my thumb and my middle finger up closer to my hook, just below the stitch that I'm going to be working. So let's say that we made a chain long enough for the project that we're going to be crocheting. Now it's time to work our stitches into those chains. Don't have much control over this hook in trying to get it into the chain stitch to crochet your next stitch. It will make it much easier and give you much more control if you place this first finger on top of this loop so that you don't have all that floppiness, and you can simply place your hook inside of that chain. Grab your yarn and pull it through, and you can just see the yarn moving freely as you go. If you can't, then you're holding it too tight down at the bottom. Okay, I hope I'm not making this confusing. So now that you have started that initial stitch, it's not necessary to hold this, but you can, if you want to, wrap your hook around and pull it through. Now another little tip is I crochet so fast, but if I was to go in slow-mo, I would notice that my hook is constantly rotating. So if you start with the hook facing you, let's go ahead and insert our hook into the next chain. And you notice that the hook is facing down. Turn it up as you are going around the yarn. Turn it back towards the yarn so that when you slide your hook, it's going to grab that yarn automatically to pull through that chain. See, my hook automatically turned up, but now I'm going to twist it back down, go underneath the yarn, turn it up, grab the yarn, and pull it through. So it just ends up rotating. That's not really necessary on how you are holding your hook in your yarn. That's just a little extra tip. Now to start the next row, we would chain 1 and we would turn our work. And now this is working a little bit differently than in a chain stitch, but you're still going to do the same thing when holding your work closest to the stitch that you're going to be working in. This is where we're going to place our next single crochet. So I am going to hold my work at this next stitch right here, keeping it stable. And I am going to place this finger on top of the loop and insert my hook into the stitch that I want to work. Grab my yarn, pull it through. Now I am going to move my fingers up close to my hook to finish my stitch. Move your fingers down below the next stitch you're going to work. Keep your finger on this yarn and place your hook in the next stitch. Grab your yarn, pull it through. Now move your thumb and your middle finger up below the stitches that you're working. And I know it seems like a lot, but as you get used to it, you realize that you have much more control this way. Than if you were just to leave it flopping and not having the control of your work and your hook. Don't give up. If this way was not comfortable for you, then please go search for some other videos on different ways to hold the yarn and the hook and find the most comfortable way for you, because crocheting is such a wonderful craft. Don't give up. Comment below. Let me know if this helped you at all. I hope it wasn't too confusing. And until next time, bye!